We're going from Walmart to Soho. Hey guys, it's Lisa. Okay, today we are using my new camera again, and I'm hoping that it's going to be even better today. I changed a few of the settings, and like everything, it is just you've got to do it to learn it. But today we're going to do a really fun video, and I have to say, I've missed this. I've missed it. I bought, gosh, it started off with, let me go get it. Hold on. Okay, it started out with this pot because when my friend Tracy was here, I'll put our video up here where she gave her styling tips and just a fun little video that we did. She moved one of my plants over close in my studio and I needed a black pot. And it's just sitting there in the pot that I bought it in. And so I went on Walmart to get a black pot. And of course, like always, why don't I measure? I don't know. This is one of my flaws. I don't measure, and this is way too big. But with that said, I'll still use it. I'm going to order the smaller one because it's not heavy and I like the way it looks. And then I also wanted to get this. I've had this before. It's the Maybelline Grippy Primer. And I just don't use primer a lot. But one of you told me that the Maybelline serum that I love so much looks so pretty over this. And you are correct. It really does. I've enjoyed it. And Rachel Leary uses this too. So I was on the website and I had heard a friend say that Walmart had dropped some new fall things. And I decided to look at some of my favorite brands. And the first thing that I looked up was boots. And I came across these. You guys, let me tell you the whole story with these. These are from Free Assembly. They are size 8 regular. These look so much like the Aloha boots. Remember when I got those last year? I got the brown ones and then I got the black ones. So much so that I thought mine were like this. Then when I started doing this video yesterday and I went upstairs to get them, they're not. But they do have a lot of boots that have this basket weave. That's why I thought that. So look at these boots. Amazing. Like these are, I think they're right around $300 and you have to order them and they take kind of a while because I think this company makes shoes on demand. These I've already ordered another color. Amazing. Like right now, even when I'm holding them, these are so much heavier. The only big difference I see is the seam up the toe, which I don't think you would have anyway. And the heel is a little different. But you guys, these boots are must-haves. I mean it. You have to get them. If you don't want them for yourself, get them for your daughter, your sister, someone. Even yesterday when I was walking around with these on, I thought, I am taking these to New York. And that is the theme and the title of this whole video. We're going from Walmart to Soho in my outfits here. So what I did yesterday, you know, I was mentioning your fantasy self. You could also say your future self. The thing is, my fantasy self is my future self. I've always been good at being able to identify my dream self and work towards that and become that person little bit by little bit. And I remember even in like 2nd grade, you know, dressing like Charlie's Angels and having a pair of boots. 3rd grade, that was when Grease came out and we got the jacket and the t-shirts. I've done this my whole life. And a lot of it has been because I've been open to opportunities where a girl out of the blue that I had worked with years before called and asked, did I want to work part-time at the dentist office? Well, I'd always been curious what it was like to wear scrubs. Didn't care for that. So then I wore a nice little business outfit to work up front. And I learned again how to type. I went and bought a typewriter and learned how to type because one of the dentists was old school and he liked his letters typed out. Then when Melrose came around, I thought, oh, what would it be like to get to wear those cute little skirt suits to work? Next thing you know, I'm going through my divorce and I'm in a car dealership and the guy asked me, how can he help me? And I said, well, I need a job. Next thing you know, I'm wearing those outfits in that job. Then, I mean, it goes on and on and on. I'm curious what it feels like to have your own apartment. Then I got to do that. I And then I would say the final, most beautiful dream self and fantasy self, including the outfits, was being a stay-at-home mom. I always knew that I would be a glamorous, sexy stay-at-home mom. And I did that. And I've told you guys many times, I would just make it wearable. And that's the thing, is you cater these things to you. And I will say, when you dream of things, no matter what it is, no matter if it's a husband, money, a home, it never comes to you just like you think it's going to. It's always coming from a different direction, from somewhere totally unexpected. So you have to open yourself up to opportunities, and you have to realize that some things that happens piece by piece. And I've just really learned that here on YouTube in so many ways. So part of my fantasy self is living in Soho. I would love to one day have an apartment in Soho. That is really not in the cards for me right now. So what I do is I try to go about once a month, and I stay at the same hotel every time. That way it feels like home to me. It's, even though it's expensive where I stay, it's still less than rent. I get to know my surroundings. I get to know the people. I get to know what I'm going to eat. I get to know the room. And that feels like, for me at this time, having my own apartment. So who knows? There could have been a something about it that I didn't like, but there's not. So that is my fantasy self. And I am always dressing my fantasy self. From when I first started here on YouTube, people would say, "Where are you wearing that? To McDonald's, to Chick-fil-A, to Zaxby's?" I've always overdressed. I've always overdressed, and I would not let my circumstances dictate what I wanted to be or what I wanted to wear. So today, I am going to style each one of these pieces from Walmart just like I am packing for Soho. So each outfit I have kind of dressed like I would wear it on the streets: Spring Street, Green Street, all of those awesome streets, Crosby Street. And I feel like each outfit is not only very Soho, it is an outfit that I can see you getting stopped by one of the fashion people and them asking you what you do for a living and what you're wearing. I've been watching a lot of those videos lately, and you'll see what I mean. There's usually a little bit of intentionality and a little bit of quirkiness or something a little different. It's not going to be your everyday outfit. I think it's even a little different than what you would wear, to Bergdorf, what I see on the streets in the city. Soho is a little bit more artsy and a little bit more young, and it's known for style. It's known for Fashion Week, etc. So the outfit I have on right now, okay, get a good look at these boots because I'm going to be wearing them in the video. But I wanted to show you some things that I've just pieced together, and that's the key. I've been doing this. This has been my art since I was a child. And I think many of you that are my age can probably relate to this, because when I was growing up, okay, first of all, the internet wasn't around. I live in a beach town, so there wasn't a lot of shopping. And we got clothes right before school. You got some at Christmas. You may have gotten something for Easter, any type of special occasion like homecoming or something. And then you would get some at the beginning of the summer. And you would usually have just 2 or 3 pairs of shoes, and, there just wasn't a crazy amount. So I was very good at putting different things together. I was thinking this morning when I was getting ready, I remember wearing my homecoming dress from ninth grade to church. Like, everything was multi-purpose. My mom and my grandma would get me a lot of stuff from yard sales, and I would love it. I would love it. I just would do all kinds of different things. So, and my mom was really good about getting me cool shoes. I always had really good shoes, and I always had a really good bag. That was back when you had the wooden handles with the different covers that went on it. I remember really loving the clutches, the belts with the turtles, and you replaced the straps. And I had an Agner bag, so I would have nice shoes, a nice bag, and then just clothes from everywhere. And so I've been doing this my whole life. Also, even if you can afford all Chanel clothes, it's not going to look as good as kind of doing the high-low. It's just like home decor. high-low, things that mean something to you, things that have more personality. It's just gonna make a more interesting home. It's gonna make a more interesting outfit. So today, I wanted to show you these pants, but these are the Walmart Scuba pants, and they have the gathered hem. So I featured these, and I'll show you in just a minute, as an airport outfit. We did 2 airport outfits here. Very comfortable, very much like Spanx, but that little balloon side and tuck just makes them amazing. So this would be an outfit that I would wear on the streets of Soho any day. My shoes are Chloe, and I hope you guys got these. They're not available anymore, and they had gone on sale. So try to pay close attention when I tell you something is so good and it's on sale, because it will be gone. And I really I love these so much, I still want to keep wearing them. Okay, my little cami today is one from Scoop, either last year or year before. And let me tell you, the fact that this cami is still here, because I had a clutter breakdown this past year, and I got rid of so much stuff. So much stuff. I just sold my Hermes bag. Matter of fact, the Dior sneakers that you see me style in this video, that was the first time I've worn them, and they're going to go on my website, because I can just tell by walking around they were going to slip on my heels. I just don't have a foot that goes with every shoe, but I think they're beautiful. So I am really trying to not not keep everything from every haul and not hold on to things, even if I love it. So make sure you always check my website. Okay, and then the jacket is a little short jacket that I've had for years from Zara. And I will put the picture in here of what inspired this outfit. Now, when you're looking on Pinterest, it's easy to get caught up in, I don't have that, I don't have that, you can't get that, where'd she get this from? I'm guilty of that. But what you want to do is just think about, why do I like that? Why do I like that look? How can I create those dimensions and that look with the things that I have? So that's what I've done. So you're having just, this is shorter, this is hanging out. Then you've got your pants, your shoes, your Chanel bag like she's got in her arm. And there you go. Okay, so the first time I styled these pants, I just did it with this little inexpensive top. Remember, I told you I wanted to get some V-neck tops so that I could just kind of play around with it. I think what I am going to want, because I ordered this one and I ordered some pumy ones that you'll see soon, I think I need a deep V top to get the look I want. This just, I don't feel like is me. I feel like I like the crew neck better than this on me, and I'm going to try a deeper V. But wow, I mean, just like pumy, just like Skims, look at this. Double lined the whole way down. So good. And then I paired it with these pants, and then I think I did my moto jacket and my flip-flops. I never travel without flip-flops. And my moto jacket is a very good basic piece. So here are another pair of sweatpants that I got. These are just the classic wide leg. I'm not sure, did I style these with, I think I styled these with a black tank and a scarf, my vintage Poochie scarf, and a big oversized blazer. And I wanted to show you that it just doesn't matter. Someone could take away everything, all my clothes and all my money, and I could still create the same look just by the silhouettes, the colors. I say anything that's monochromatic, especially if it's a deep saturation like tone on tone and black, you're just always going to look chic. And this is extra comfortable. These pants I buy every year. Matter of fact, there's a dress in here I think I've bought 3 or 4 times in different colors, because I wear these a lot. I wear these when I'm going to get a pedicure, etc., when I need something like that. Okay, here is my moto jacket. This is, I'm not going to go everything, I just, whatever I have hanging up here. The rest will be linked below. And the sun's coming out. I was hoping today I might get to go to the pool, because summer is wrapping up and I want to get out and get in the air a little bit today and get in the sun. But this is my Ralph Lauren Moto. It's my favorite. Okay, this one. This was a surprise. When I opened the Walmart box and took everything out, I thought, because I'm going to tell you if something feels cheap. I'm going to tell you if I'm sweating. I'm all about the cashmere. This is not cashmere, but this is such a good little dress. I wore it with, I think I might have worn it with the other boots. Let me see real quick. I did. I wore that dress with these boots. Equally impressive from Scoop. I did order, I think I might have ordered at least 2 or 3 more pair of these just to try the different colors out. I ordered the leopard. I ordered the spotted ones because they kind of reminded me of the Valentino. And then I think I ordered another pair. What happened is I accidentally ordered the 8 wide, which is a wide calf. And it's the first time I've ever tried a wide shoe, just even by accident. Even the foot was really big. Like as soon as I put my foot in there, I thought, what size are these? And I saw the W and I was like, oh, be careful, because when I went to go reorder, it's the default is set to wide calf. You have to change it to the medium and then pick your size. But look at how pretty these are. I mean, so impressive. Speaking of impressive, I still have upstairs both pairs of my cowboy boots that I bought last year and the year before. I bought 2 different white pair from Steve Madden. They're Madden NYC, and I also have the black ones. This is also a good boot, especially for New York when you're going to be walking, walking, walking. Last year, my Quince boots were just my go-to boot, but I'm telling you, I'm taking those this year, and I'm going to just style them up. So these are both good. I think they're out of the white ones, but you might be able to find them on another website. Okay, this dress, I am not going to lie. When I pulled this out, I ordered it in 2 different colors. I immediately looked up wearing a dress over jeans because I felt like, gosh, it just looks so short. I felt like there is no way in the world I'm going to be able to wear this dress. Then when I put it on, it fit. I had a blast with this dress and the other one. So it can be done strapless. You can take the little straps off, but I kind of like the straps and I even like the way they look. It's lined. I felt like, yeah, it's lined. Just really, really nice. And I did get the small, which is a 4 to 6. I did not put a belt with it. If you're a belt person, feel free to try that. Just keep on trying things. But I felt like with this going on, and I knew I wanted to do some other stuff with it, I didn't want to put a belt with this. But wow, this stuff is so inexpensive too that you can really have fun with it. So I put it with this, which is the Aritzia blazer. It looked like a complete suit. Fabulous. So excited. Okay, here is the darker one. So it's up to you. And I am 5'6" for reference, for the length and everything. Now this one, I had to kind of go out of my comfort zone. I don't know if I would wear this, but I wanted to style at least one casual, young, fun outfit. So I put this on, and then I came and got my denim jacket. I do have these with like fringe, stars, all the kind of stuff, but I wanted to keep it. There's already so much going on. And I put, let's see, it was a good day too because I got to use all my bags, and I will list them all below. But I put the jacket on, the Dior sneakers, which I thought gave it that fun kind of light vibe. And I wanted to do like a fun bag. So I put my hot pink crossbody YSL. And I just thought it was really cute. So just always think about things tied around your waist, your bag. There's so many little things that make an outfit. And it's just that one little thing that makes you look so stylish. And that's how that was. Okay, this was a bit of a bummer. It's a small from Time and True. And I feel like I've tried this before in past years, but be proud of me that I did not get the black. I got the brown, and it's a 4'6" small, but it was really big. really big. I don't think it was supposed to be that big. And something that I want to shop for next time I do go to New York is some brown belts. But because I don't really have any or many brown belts. So I did put my Gucci black belt and cinched it. And then I decided just to go all the way, take it all the way. And I put on this is my first like high-end, really like designer blazer. This is my first Gucci blazer. I bought it when I was in Miami. We had just gotten to the fancy, is it the Boca Shops or the something shops? It's that real fancy place that's kind of got the outdoors. And we were in, I remember it like yesterday. We had just walked in the Fendi store, and two girls walked in behind us, and a girl had this blazer on with a pair of jeans and just a t-shirt under it. And I was just swooning over this blazer, and they had it. So I got it and I love it. These blazers are so nice. Always check Fashion File, The Real, eBay. I love all of those places. I would buy from them in a heartbeat. So I styled it with the blazer. I styled it without. And you'll see all the different shoes and everything. I feel like I've already taken so much time. Okay, these are the Free Assembly mid-rise boot cut leg in size 4. Love, love, love the color. I love the shape, but I will say they run big. These were too big for me to wear without a belt. So either size down, or no, they're going to be very loose, hanging on your hips, which isn't a bad thing, or go to your smaller size if you're between two sizes. So I will be returning these, but I just think, wow, they're just very, very nice. And the boot cut, I love how it's not so pronounced. So I wore these with, I wore it with this is a typical outfit for me in Soho, is jeans, those pointy H&M shoes coming out of the bottom, and my Quince cashmere crew neck boxy sweater. Perfection. I mean, just that would work every day, all day. And here it is. I hung it up. I don't typically hang up sweaters. This is kind of freaking me out because I don't want it to get the little hanger marks. But Quince knows how to do cashmere. I'm telling you, Quince and J. Crew. Oh my gosh, Jenny Kane. I cannot wait to bring out all of my cozy sweaters. I love it. Okay, this little dress you have seen on my channel so many times, but it is such a good one. I don't tie this. I leave it undone, and then I style it with, I'm trying to think of what did I wear over this in that footage. If you love boots, you are in the right place because I am still on my boot escapade. Okay, now with this dress, oh my goodness, just for fun, I wore the white boots. That's another thing. Colored boots. I love them. I love my Adidas Gucci boots. I love the white boots. I even loved the silver ones. I've had red boots. I still have red boots. What are some other funky boots that I've had? I love it. I had some like lavender color ones from Zara, and I sold them. And I don't even think I sold them at a resale, a consignment shop here in town, and I regret it because they were just so cool. I love like colored shoes like that, but this dress is it's like perfection, especially for layering and trying out your boots. This dress, oh my goodness, you guys. If you like the J. Crew or the Loft, all of those dresses I've been showing you, even Aritzia. I mean, this is such a designer-inspired haul here. This dress is beautiful, and every time I tried on something, I would think, I'm going to wear this today. But I was really good and tried on every single thing yesterday before I went to lunch. And it's just perfect. I was able to wear a bra with it. It will look good with boots. It would look good with flip-flops. This is just one of those things that you can really change up. And I know you'll see I think I've left them out there on the table, but I put my, faux pearls from Amazon on with one of the outfits, even something like that, just a big earring, the faux pearls, a hat, a colored boot. And I think you should just go with one, like one crazy piece, one wild card. That gives you that Soho style, that street style, model off duty, but not sometimes in the past, I've carried it too far. And when I looked back, I can see it. But you know what? Who cares? Who cares? It's just fun. We're having a good time here. And I really think if you will embrace your fantasy self, it's good for you all the way around. It's good for you in your attitude, your accomplishments. It really does pull you forward. There was a guy on YouTube, Benjamin Hardy, and he used to do a lot of videos on your future self. And so does Earl Nightingale, talks about your future self. That's how I think of my fantasy self. My fantasy self is my future self. And what I do is just kind of reach out, do it, and then pull myself there. Reach out, do it, and then pull myself closer to this fantasy life. And it's what I've always done. So that's why I just cringe when I hear some of the girls saying, don't buy clothes for your fantasy self. Because if I only bought clothes and only thought I just live here at the beach, I don't need anything. Like, what would I need? I would lose out on so much. I would probably lose out on the joy of boots and my fur coats and seeing New York and all the things that have come true for me. I would miss out on that. Like if I thought, oh, well, I'm only going to the McDonald's drive-through, I would never, I would probably just stop even going there. I'd probably just cook here. And then before you know it, you're never leaving the house. So embrace your fantasy self. And to really make it come true, you have to have the magic in it. It has to be your authentic fantasy self. That can have nothing to do with what you wear. That can have nothing to do with your job. It can be something like painting or something like that. But you have to really, it's so deep. Okay, let me just say, I'd love for you to join my YouTube membership because we talk about things like this in depth. I feel like I'm going to lose you here if I go any further. So we'll do that. Okay, this one I didn't really know if I was going to like because I felt like it might not have enough shape, but oh my gosh, Brooke was here when I was trying this stuff on. John was playing golf, and I came out and I put my long Chloe necklace on with it. Best money ever. And I felt so, you guys know what's another obsession? Mad Men. I felt so Megan in Mad Men. I love it. It's so much fun, you guys. You know how I love sleeves? It was just a really good outfit, really comfortable. And, you know, I really tried to keep it for this weather, transitional weather. It would have been even easier for me to put tights with these and throw on a fur coat. Honestly, in the winter, you just need a pair of jeans, a pair of black pants, maybe one dress, a couple of coats, a boot, and a sneaker. You know what I mean? You don't need as much because your coat is what you see, but then you can put on some cool gloves or a cool hat or a cool scarf. That's the beauty of fall and winter. But I really love that. So I hope you guys saw something that you liked. I hope that you enjoyed my little trip to Soho with you. I love it so much. I love doing this. It really, you know, I've been kind of burnt out this year just from working really hard last year. And I've really learned that if you are burnt out and you're feeling sad, and you're feeling, you know, all the cynical, all the things that come with burnout, it tamps down your creativity. It even will tamp down your even thinking of your fantasy self. So the real essence of it is to get to a good place in your life where you feel safe, where you feel calm, and then get away from social media, get away from other people, be very, very mindful of who you're around, and then let yourself dream. Let yourself dream of what could be, what may be. And you know, a lot of times you can try it for a little bit and it's really not that great. There's been many, many things that I have thought, what would it be like to have a 9-to-5 job? Wasn't that great? What would it be like to have my own apartment? Wasn't that great? You know, it was like a lot of things that I did that way. And it's brought me to this place, which is pretty wonderful. I have a really fabulous life, fabulous relationships, a fabulous career, you guys that I love with all my heart, and it's just very rewarding. So thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.